weekend. Another very, very big event. Talking about the Lagos City Marathon. It has come and gone. A lot of good things have been said. The culture is what people are talking about. We're beginning to take sports seriously. For those who call it leisure, for those who do it for the health benefits, for those who do it as a professional, the monetary gains or whatever. But it doesn't matter. I mean, a lot of people are getting involved because they're beginning to see the benefits, and not just money and everything. A lot is going into it, and I'm very happy that we're beginning to have that culture. I'm just hoping that the calendar will remain the same. Nothing will happen that will make us change this, so that we can begin to build our lives. I mean, it's not strange anymore. You wake up in the morning, you're going to work, you see people who take their health seriously. You see them jogging on the roads, trying to keep fit and all that. Then on the other hand, you see people who are professional sportsmen are doing all of this for the rewards. And I think it's good. At the end of the day, well, foreigners came to pick the purse, but as usual.
But maybe the Ethiopians actually dominated this one. I mean,
yeah, that's the only difference
from the Kenyans and all that. But the thing is, 42 kilometers, not an easy task. They're starting from National Stadium, went through 3rd Milan Bridge, Ikoyi, Lekki, Ozumba, finished at the Eko Atlantic, and all those who've been able to do it, of course, they know what's really at stake. It's all about getting their money on that big first $50,000. Wow. Finished my mission, that money, I was like, what am I doing here? But then those who really can do it, there's the 10 kilometers I talked about, you know, that I mean, you could, be part of that. Yeah. But it wasn't all about the athletes. You had the performance coming from, top athlete, the bench, Tenny, all of them were out there. That's one of the reasons people really want to go there and watch. But sometimes because of the road closure and all that, so it's always hard, for you to find so many people, being there. But at the finish line, when the roads are open earlier, you see people actually going and trying to get it. Nigerians also were not left out in it. They were also part of it. And that's why the Minister for Youth and Sports, Solomon Dalong, has been talking about how you can have, more marathon. But the only way you can have more of this race is if, you have to train athletes. We talked about you can have the top 10, train them well for the next one, invest in them and all that. Take them to training tour, camp them, make sure their nutrients, everything they need and all that, it's all well. And if they can really do that, why not? They should be able to, get their hands on some of this very large and huge money. This year, the winners went on with a car, talking about top finishers in Nigeria. Well, let's hear from the Minister of Sports now, talking about wanting more marathon improvement in Nigeria.
And the most interesting aspect of it is that 80% of the population are quite younger generation, including even school children, meaning that the youth have taken ownership of this marathon. And the challenge we are going to have for sports development is that we cannot risk at any point to discontinue this marathon, because we are going to receive a serious reaction from these younger people that are already building the culture and the tradition of this marathon.
Yeah, the first Nigerian to finish that went home with 3 million naira happened to be Gideon Goretz. That's the first male, and he finished across the line, 15th position after 2 hours, 30 minutes and 21 seconds. Not bad. And the female, of course, Deborah Pan, 6th overall in the Nigerian athletes, finishing in time of 2 hours, 52 minutes and 59 seconds. So each of them will get 3 million naira and a plot of land, which is pretty cool. And of course, that will definitely help them to prepare for the next one. Deborah Pam, we'll be hearing her name for a long time now. Well, I just feel maybe someday she should be able to maybe compete at Boston Marathon, New York Marathon, and who knows, the Olympics, if she get a chance, 5,000 meters also, especially.
We need to put more. If we're expecting those athletes that you mentioned to get to that level, we need to put more. Some of them are part-time marathon runners. If you look at the year, apart from when it's close to the Lagos City Marathon or maybe the one in Edo State and some other places, what are they really doing? So we have to make it a full-time job for them. If we're really concerned about, making it a national thing and ensuring that Nigerians get to win. All right, let's pause a little and go on a break. When we return from that break, we'll be talking about the Nigeria Professional Football League, talking about the Flying Eagles in Niger, and of course, what happened in the English Premier League.
Welcome back. Okay, now let's talk about the under-20 championship taking place in Niger Republic, where the Flying Eagles, started with a very flying start, beating Burundi by 2-0. And of course, joining us to talk about these and more is Rotimi Akindele. He's in the studio. Good morning, Rotimi. It's good to have you.
Good morning. Good morning, Yemi. Good morning, Sissy.
How you doing?
Good to be here.
You refused to run the 10 kilometers race. It's okay.
Somehow we actually ran because you had to cover
the event.
Start, and it's actually very stressful. So, I mean, at the end of the day, I was feeling like,
I know that.
How many kilometers did I walk? I didn't have to run, but at least I walked for a long while.
Yeah, that's very good.
Right. It's good for your health, though.
All right. Very good.
Okay.
And next time, I think next year we have to send Yemi.
Okay.
Yeah, he needs to walk also, right?
All right. So
let's start from this year.
Let's move on, and let's go to Niger. Let's go to Niger. And let's get your thoughts. You've seen 3 matches already. It's good that Nigeria, the Flying Eagles, they won their game, but you've seen 3 matches. So your thoughts basically on the tournament currently going on in Niger.
Well, it's a youth tournament, so you don't expect performances based on names.
All right.
That's true. You don't say because you're playing in Niger Republic or Burundi,
you should beat them
silly. Low side, you have to beat them silly and all of that. Because it's a youth tournament, everybody, probably every country has its own template of youth football development. So, and that's why I think it was a bit difficult for the Flying Eagles to just run over the Burundi side. So I also saw the Senegal-Mali game. It was pretty decent because I knew Senegal were going to probably edge it. I think they have more exposure than the Malians.
Yeah.
And then the opening game we saw Niger, South Africa. Apart from the packed house with the president of CAF, president of the nation, and all of that, I think that even put more pressure on the Niger side themselves. But they still managed to get a 1-1 draw against South Africa. And don't forget, South Africa has a very solid youth program template or youth program now. So, I mean, it's visible. From the results that was recorded on Saturday. Yes, the 4th game we couldn't see it due to some glitch.
We're going to see it later
today. It's going to be played later today because it couldn't hold because of lighting issues and all of that. But overall, it's a youth tournament, and you expect some of this kind of result or some of this kind of competition from youth teams.
The game we're going to see today?
Yeah, Burkina Faso, Ghana. I was looking forward to seeing it last night. From the Ghanaian angle, they've not been on the scene in a while.
Yeah, because their football is on break.
Well, I don't know, but at least it's. I'm looking forward to the Ghanaian football. But you can rule out Burkina Faso as well.
And with 1 game in the bag, 2 to go, the target of qualifying for the FIFA Under-20 World Cup in Poland looks achievable now.
Just get 1 win.
Just 1 more win.
On Tuesday against South Africa, that's what they
2
need.
Draws. 5 points might be enough to get to that World Cup ticket. I mean, like I've been saying since I saw the draws of the tournament, I said, you know what, get to the semi-finals, secure the World Cup ticket. If you go on to win the tournament, that's a bonus.
If you don't,
but at this stage, as I said, names don't play the game again. It's all about Nigeria, 7-time winners coming to this tournament. Because of that, they are going to steamroll.
It's not the same set of players
at all.
Not the same coach. Not the same opposition. So your past is.
The past is in the past.
Exactly. Is what you do on the day that really matters. Okay, so we wish the Flying Eagles all the best. Hopefully a win in the next game will take them to Poland. But any startup players, we look at some of the pictures. There are some players that we've known before this tournament.
Especially the ones you've covered for a while, from under 13 and. But you can't look beyond the number 8, Yahaya. I think we have a very decent goalkeeper as well, Oremade. He seems to be very calm, very confident. You see the way he talks to his defenders, even when they make mistakes and all of that. So I feel, to a large extent, there's also the experience of Ikwem U-20.
Yeah,
Who's
the left back.
gotten a lot of exposure at his age.
It's already a Super Eagles player.
Ayimba player. He's featured at times for the Super Eagles. I think he played that game against Atletico Madrid. And then you have Afiz Aremo as well, who's gotten another form of
at that level
exposure at this level. So, I mean, overall, I think they're a decent side, but you can't say because it's Nigeria, we have to go to Nigeria Republic and beat everybody. It's just to take a detour. I'm following the Common Ball under 20 Nations Cup. It's also on about this time, and Ecuador defeated the likes of Argentina, and even I think gave Uruguay a tough time. So it's not about the names really when it comes to football at this stage.
It's what you're doing at the grassroots levels. I can't agree less. Okay, let's go on the continent now. Okay, well, we're still on the continent. Let's start with the one that wasn't a palatable experience. Okay. Lobby Stars.
Win at home, finish.
We thought the strategy was win your 3 games at home, get something on the road. That looks to me like a decent strategy. But I mean, Lobby Stars had other ideas, and it could have been worse. That's the painful part. It could have been worse, and they are rooted to the bottom of the group. They still have 3 matches to salvage something, but it's not looking good.
Not looking good.
It's not lost.
I know.
3 more games, so.
Well, when you have the doubleheader against the 2017 champions, you should be worried because for Lobby Stars, I mean, apart from the fact that they couldn't or they can't even play their own games in their comfort zone, that's another worry for me because you have to travel from Makurdi, go to Enugu, and then prosecute your continental games. That in itself, you don't have your fans and all of that. That might play a part. But on the field of play, Wydad had a strategy. They came out to play football. The goalkeeper was excellent. Talking about the Wydad's goalkeeper, he was the 3rd choice at the World Cup for Morocco.
Morocco, yeah.
So you can understand his